They're going to try and throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Mecole Hardman with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits. There he goes, left side. How about this? Christian McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 75. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right,
it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now HN on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Miles Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after finding the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. A gain of 22.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Herbert operating from the red zone. That's complete to McBride. Touchdown, Cowboys! Trey McBride with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Zerline good with a PAT. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
Now a 2nd and 10. Henry up the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Play action. Now Jackson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Nico Hardman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to H.M. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Herbert. Throw outside. McCaffrey's got it. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Come on, guys. Let's make a play here.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They begin with Henry. Unable to corral him, he fights through. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Will go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they needed to play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. David Njoku in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Cowboys 21. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the...
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Myles Garrett, what a play by him. That's going to cause a loss of 13.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jamison Williams halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
at the 36-yard line.
Let's pound the rock.
Play action. It's Jackson. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
In motion comes the tight end left. Jackson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now they're in a hurry up. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Right back to Njoku. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Motion left, Cup. Jackson will throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Cooper Kupp, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
They run with McCaffrey off the option. They'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to air one out. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now Lamar changing the play. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
We are going to do this. We got this.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going for it with the option right. Now he's into the clear again. He's on his way. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, middle. Hold down like a lawnmower, baby. Hey, report. Now you change it. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. I want to see your teammates celebration.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. Breaks through the contact. Still going. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Evans comes in motion right. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. Elliott now to have the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now it's Herbert. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
On second down, here's Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
They run the option on second down. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Jackson going to change things up a bit. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Locates Hardman for another catch. Touchdown! Nicole Hardman with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Commanders have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Oh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. This is taken in by McBride. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Fred Warner. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they're going to speed things up here. The handoff, running left, Henry. He finds some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead. And now that lead even more sizable And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
No gain on the play there, second down. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Leads to second and goal.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that will, of course, move the football up the field.
And Jackson throwing once more. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly